Hi, I'm Stephanie Shackelford, cozy fantasy author, founder, editor, producer, whatever, of the Cozy Compass, and the producer of Stephanie Rambles videos. So I figured out what I was going to say. Some of y'all may have noticed that I say something different every time, and that's why. But I figured out what I was going to say, but I also made some discoveries the past week or two, and that's that the Cozy Compass, Stephanie Shackelford, and Stephanie Rambles are not unique to me. I already knew there was a Stephanie Shackelford. In fact, many years ago, probably about 20 or 25 years ago, I discovered in an email loop that I belonged to that there was a Stephanie Shackelford, a Stephanie Gale Shackelford, who was homeschooling, and there was something else that we shared, and I don't remember what it was. But it was like, okay then, I'm not unique. And I think I think I looked up my maiden name also, which is Oakes, O-C-H-S, and there are other Stephanie Oakeses too. So I am not unique. And apparently neither is the Cozy Compass. There is another site that comes up when I Googled the Cozy Compass. And there's another site that comes up when I Google Stephanie Rambles. I don't think either one of those are on Substack, but they might be. Or there might be others that I didn't discover on Substack. But for now, I'm going to stay Stephanie Shackelford, cozy fantasy author, founder and producer of the Cozy Compass newsletter on Substack, and of Stephanie Rambles videos on Substack. That was the extent of this particular video. Was to say that I realize that I am not totally unique, but I am totally unique. What I have called myself, my name, what I'm doing, writing cozy fantasy, being an author, all that may be similar to what others are doing, but it's not exactly the same. A friend of mine told me a few years ago that when I was talking about things that I was thinking about doing, she said, I know you could do any of those, but there's only one thing you've mentioned that only you can do, and that was writing my cozy fantasy stories. Because even though there may be other cozy fantasy authors, even named Stephanie Shackelford, they don't write the same way I do. They don't dream up the stories that I do. So I may not be unique on one level. There may be another Stephanie Shackelford, another Cozy Compass, another Stephanie Rambles, other cozy fantasy authors, but there is only one Stephanie Shackelford on this Substack that is the producer of the Cozy Compass newsletter and the Stephanie Rambles videos on this Substack channel. And that is my magic that I share with you today.